Hello, hello. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Wow Wednesday. I am your host this morning, Nancy Matthews. Delighted to be here with you as we move into this day, this Wednesday, not thinking about it as hump day. Oh, I just can't wait for the weekend. It's Wow Wednesday. This is an opportunity where you get to be reminded that every day you have the opportunity to create miracles, to find beautiful relationships and people to connect with, and celebrate the fact that you woke up. Right? Like we
Yes.
always can find something to be grateful for. So, as I mentioned, I am your host, Nancy Matthews, one of the founders of Women's Prosperity Network. And if by some chance you are here and you're not already a member of our community, jump on in, go over to womensprosperityNetwork.com and claim a free business listing. We love to support each other and do business together. And you start by being seen. So go over to womensprosperityNetwork.com, become a member today. And today I'm introducing you to one of our members, Pastor Dorothy May Ross. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. Good morning.
So grateful to have you with us to uplift our spirits, our visions, our dreams, and our goals as we head into the month of March. We're going to march on and re-energize, refresh, and renew our visions and goals. And the timeliness of bringing Pastor Dorothy on today couldn't be better, especially when we consider we just kicked off Women's History Month. We're coming on the heels of Black History Month, and statistics show that so many people begin the year like with these goals and dreams and affirmations, and this is going to happen, and then February kicks in, and then the winter comes.
Yes.
So we need to renew. And that is what we're going to be talking about today, how to bring that fuel and spark back into your visions, your dreams, and your goals. And Pastor Dorothy May Ross works with people to support them in achieving all sorts of miracles in their life, little ones, big ones. They are all miracles, and we got to recognize them. So before we dive in, let me tell you a little bit about her and her background. So Dorothy May Ross has parlayed her life experience as well as 33 years in the corporate arena, 25 years as a pastor, to show women how to rock their life, regardless of the challenges and obstacles that they have faced. She is an international speaker, international best-selling author, and a coach who is passionate and skilled at showing women how to rediscover their real purpose by illuminating their gifts and abilities so that they can live a more meaningful life and rekindle that joy and prosperity they deserve. If you want to rekindle some joy and prosperity in your life, give me a yes, yes, yes down below. And you're in the right place if that's something that you want. Through her Porch Talk Live worldwide community, live events, and interview series, Pastor Dorothy consistently shines the light on women who have triumphed over challenge, and they share their strategies with others. Her signature series, Faith Over Fear, also known as Your Fortune is Your Faith is Your Fortune, shows women how by growing their faith, they grow their confidence and walk in the path of realizing their dreams. Welcome, Pastor Dorothy.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to share. I was sitting down this morning studying, and I thought about faith, and I was thinking about fear. And I said, if we would just think about some of the good things, some of the unusual things, the unexpected things that were great that happened to us, then when fear steps into our arena, into our circle or our space, wherever it is, you will face fear with telling fear all about how great you are and how great God is and what he can do. And I'm telling you, I found out. Now, I'm not saying that it's easy, because we all go through some things that knock us for a loop, throw us in the closet. We have to crawl under the bed. I get that. I get that. But when you get over that moment, and you begin to tell fear about how good you are, how much confidence you have in the God that you serve, and some of the challenges that you've already overcome. Let me tell you something, fear will move. It'll move on to somebody else, okay? So I'm just excited to tell the story.
Oh my, that is so good. That is so good. And I want to acknowledge that I go through these fear moments as well. And I think it was yesterday morning or the day before, I was like, oh, this was so difficult, blah, 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 blah. And then I just was like, what? You got this. And I love what you pointed out. Like, when you're feeling stuck or fear or frozen or uncertain, look at all you've already overcome, because you're still here, right? And you've accomplished so much. But I think that the fear monster tries to get us focused on this thing in the moment so that we don't overcome it. Like, that's its job, is to confuse us, to fool us into thinking we don't have the power. But we do.
We do.
Oh, we're going to be on fire today. I can feel it. All right. So I know that you believe and you teach people how to create vision boards. And you take a slightly new approach that I hadn't heard of before. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, I was looking at my vision board that I have on the wall, and I was like, man, I got to start taking this stuff down because it's already come to life. But my thing is this here, regardless of what I think or how I feel or what I put up, I just believe that everybody should have their desires, should have what it is that they want in their life. And if it's realistic, it's got to be realistic. And if you can take that, in order to have something, you have to be able to see it. You got to know what it is that you want. Okay. And I'll share with you later how I kind of figured it out. But what I put up the vision board, I'm putting on what I intentionally want. Okay. And how do I know what I want? Because you know what? I've dated myself. I have had a breakfast date with myself and had a conversation across the table with me. I wasn't focused so much on the food as I was focused on me and the moment. I'm watching everyone else. Now, I'm not in my own kitchen. I'm out somewhere eating, and I'm watching other people. I'm figuring out, what is it that I see that I don't want? Okay. What is it that I see other people doing that I do want? Okay. And sometimes we can head down the wrong path because we're trying to follow someone else. But if you would just watch what other people are doing and then think on what it is that they're doing that you don't want to do or you do want to do, forget about them, and then go to the vision board and put it on. Now, sometimes we have to adjust the vision board. We don't care about that. Okay. But get something on the board. If you can put it on the board, focus on it. I talk to my board every day. Okay.
Really?
I talk to my vision board. Yes. I wanted a job. I didn't know what kind of job. I never knew what kind of job I wanted. But I had a conversation at the kitchen table. I was dating myself at that time. And in that conversation, a job came out of that conversation. I hated that job. But you know what? It turned out to be the best thing that could have ever happened to me because God gave it to me. because I had a conversation with him at the table. And then guess what? I put it on my board that I wanted a job. He gave me the job. I retired from the job. Okay. And I put on the board that I wanted to meet President Obama. Okay. I didn't get a chance to meet him, but I did get a chance to rehab buildings in the area in which he lived in order to put money away for my retirement now. So I never have to work for anybody again. So I still have him, and I have his wife on my vision board. I'm not going to take it down because something that happened to me in 2005 is materializing right now as we're speaking.
Wow. So you're like, I want to know details, but we'll talk about that later. And talking to your vision board and not taking it down. So here's a couple of things that I personally want to know about. Number one, most people, or most of the trainings I see, about doing vision boards is you create a new one every year. So people be like, oh, well, that didn't happen. That didn't happen. That did, like my dream of meeting and one day singing with Bruce Springsteen, that hasn't happened yet, but I still hold the vision. Like I still know that or something better is going to happen, right? Like it's so first of all, I heard you say you don't take your things down off the board, you just add to it. Talk to us about that.
What I do is whatever has already come to pass, okay, I take that. I have an envelope on my desk over here, and I thank God for bringing that into my life, and I drop it into my thank you envelope, okay, and that's in my drawer. Okay, right now it's on top of the drawer because I'm working on the new vision board.
And I'm just saying that thank you envelope, anytime that fear or doubt shows up, you pull that baby out, right? Oh, so good. Listen to these, jot this stuff down. This is really good. All right, go ahead.
It really is. And then I just add things to it that I see. I carry a notebook in my purse all the time. I didn't bring it downstairs, but I always, when I'm sitting, like I went to the doctor yesterday, and instead of just flipping through the magazine or watching the TV, I'm making notes in my book. Okay. And I was sitting across from a young man, and he was on his phone or what, and doing whatever he was doing. He never raised his head up the half an hour I was in the office. So I'm writing in my book, okay, that here's a place where we have an opportunity to meet someone new. And rather than to look up, what we're so encased in what we're doing that we can't see what's happening around us. Okay. So I lift my head up and I said, hey, how you doing? And he didn't lift up. I said, young man, how are you doing over there? I said, whatever you're doing, it must be great. Okay.
Oh, listen to the beautiful way you approach that.
And he said, oh no, I'm just looking through some stuff on my phone. And I was like, really? And he said, yeah. And he said, thanks for speaking to me. I said, you know what? I'm always looking to engage with someone new. Now, I've got a family of men, so it's not hard for me to speak to men, boys, or what have you. A conversation started. He wanted to know, what did I do? And I told him. So I had a chance to give him my business card, and he was like, this may be something that my mom may be interested in. And I was like, oh yeah, okay, all right. So they called him in, but I don't ever want to miss an opportunity to influence someone else, or my thing is to empower everybody else. We used to hear the thing where if I did it, you can do it too. Well, I probably can, but you didn't tell me how to do it. You didn't give me no help. Okay. Yeah. That's not going to be me. If I say you can do it because I did it, I'm going to tell you how I did it. And then if you want my help, I will help walk you through the process. From I heard someone say, well, Dorothy, you know, you need to focus on one thing. I can't focus on one thing. And the reason why I can't focus on one thing is because by the time I get one thing, God's giving me something else. He's
Mhm.
piling it on, you know, and
Well,
I
the,
can't do it.
and let me offer a perspective on that, where it occurs to me that you are actually doing one thing in a variety of ways. And that,
Yes.
right? Right.
Yeah.
So the one thing, the main most important thing for you is about being the one.
Being the one.
You were the one for that young man to wake him up out of the fog, you know, that induced thing that we have to just look at our phones, always be busy, not thinking, you know, and connecting. Like how beautiful that is. So I say your one thing is about being the one for other people, and people are going to need you in different ways.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's why I'm always trying to learn, whether
Mm-hmm.
it's in finances, you know, basic ways in finance, how to do that, in the ministerial side, as far as business is concerned. And you know, Canva is my outing when I don't know what to do, or I'm kind of stumped. I go to Canvas and I start to create stuff. They're gonna put me off of Canvas after a while. I got so much stuff on
Nah,
there.
I don't know. They created it just for you to fulfill yourself and
You know,
deliver great things to us.
yeah. So, and the thing of it is that I'm willing to share whatever it is I have with other people. Okay.
Mhm.
Always with other people. Okay.
That's
And
what
I
it's
just
about.
believe that in doing that, it also helps people to build their confidence. It helps them to challenge and stretch themselves even more. So, where maybe they wouldn't reach out. I was thinking this morning about someone that I started working with as a coach. And I thought I was going to actually be a helper to them. Okay.
Mhm.
But in working with them on their projects and things like that, it stirred something up on the inside of me.
Always, always
And then
happens.
as it stirred things up on the inside of me, man, I started visualizing how I could do this and I could do that and I could do
Mm.
this and I could do that. And I was like, oh my God, there's so much that's laying dormant on the inside of us, you know, that, oh my God, put it on the vision board. What is it? What is it? I want a business. One day, I want to have a women's center here in Chicago where women from all over the world can come. And all it is I'm going to say it's something like a day spa where they can just
Mhm.
come in. We're not doing no nails, no hair, and all. We're not doing all
No,
that.
this is the porch. This
You
is
know,
why you have porch talk. You're
that's
creating
it.
a physical porch for us to come together.
Yes, yes, yes. Line up in the kitchen, get some coffee. You know how you
Mm.
stand around at conferences and things like that. But this is just going to be an open space where
Come on over
anybody
to
can
my
come.
house, right?
That's it. That's it.
I
That's
love
it.
it. Oh, I love it. I love it. So good. And you will. So let's talk about this vision board. You've already given us so many tips on how to overcome some of the biggest challenges I see people face with vision boards, and that I've run into too. It's like it's not about doing a new one every year. It's just about, you know, pulling off those things that have already happened. Love the thank you envelope. Like, oh, talk about the practice of gratitude. That's huge. Also, but how about this? What if you put something up on your board, you know, last year or 2 years ago, the last time you know, and then you decided you didn't want that anymore? How do we distinguish between I just don't want that, or I'm disappointed it didn't happen, so I guess I should give up? Like, how do you do that?
Well, you know what, you just have to, whatever you put on that board, that you decide that this is something that I don't want to do. Okay, this, I found out that this wasn't me. Rather than throw that vision away, put it up somewhere. Okay, I bought a book in 2003. I put it on the shelf. And the title caught my vision,
Mhm.
but I never knew that when trouble came to my household, that book would fall at my feet and cause me to do something very unusual that nobody else would do. And it would actually cause something to come to life that I thought was dead and wasn't going to happen. So don't throw it away, just put it away. When we talk about refreshing our dreams, refreshing our visions and things, most of the time it's not something new that we're putting up there. It's something that we've already had. And all
Mhm.
we're doing is going and getting it off the shelf and we're dusting it off. Just like my grandmother, when she used to pickle jars and put fruit and stuff in jars and sit it on the shelf. And at some point she like, go in there, baby girl, go in there and get those peaches off the shelf. I go get them. Well, I have to rinse the jar off first because the jar will be so dusty, so
Mm.
dusty. But once I open that jar up and put it on a plate with some biscuits, baby, whoo, let me tell you.
What a good analogy. Yes.
Yeah,
Because if it came to you and you had a spark, or there was energy and passion and fuel around it, maybe it wasn't time for it to be born yet. That's all, right?
absolutely.
Okay, got it, got
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely.
Um, and boy, this conversation is flying by. And let's talk a little bit about, and I'm curious and I'm going to get practical. So, do you use glue and cut out pictures? Do you use magnets? Like, how do you make it so that your vision board is this living, breathing, ongoing thing?
Okay. So if it's something that you want to see every day, spend the money and get a cork board. So mine is a cork
Mm-hmm.
board. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now for the workshop I'm gonna do, I've got paper, but and I've got stick pins. It's on my board with stick pins. I have my grandchildren right now. My grandchildren are on the board. I still have Obama and Michelle on the board. I have my women's center on the board because that hasn't come through. Now, everything else is off of the board in my thank you envelope. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if you have a regular board, okay, like we used to use in school, you're
Mm-hmm.
going to use either glue or you're going to use tape. And then what you're going to do is take a hole puncher, punch holes in the top of it, and we're going to hang it somewhere. Okay. Because let me tell you, if what do they say, out of sight, out of mind,
Mm-hmm.
we don't want to do that. If you've got a space or an office where you do everything at, that's where you want to put it at. So you look at it all the time and you can talk to it. All
That
right.
was
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so what do you say to your board?
Well, what I say to my board is, what is taking you so long? What am I missing? There has to be something that I'm
Mm.
not doing. Now, with Michelle and Obama, what I haven't done is send out letters or emails or anything. Okay. I should be sending out emails or letters every week until they get so tired of them. I'd be like the woman in the Bible when she went before the judge and the judge said, oh my God, she's wearing me down. If I don't give her what she wants, she's never going to go away. So he finally gave her what she wanted. So you just have to figure out what's happening. What is, and then I have a prayer on there that says, Lord, bless each day as I move forward into the vision that you have given me. And that's on the board. So I say
Mm.
that every day as well. So I'm talking to the pictures. Okay. Okay. My women's center, I know it's going to come, but I also know that delayed doesn't mean denied. There may be some
Ooh,
things that God needs to do prior to in order for me to have that women's center. Some people he have to move out of the way, some money, some people with some money he has to bring into my direction.
delay does not mean deny. Wow.
Wow.
So
No.
many good things, so many good things. Excuse me. And what's the prayer that you have at the top again? That was really good.
It's just a prayer that I made up myself. That's all it
Mm-hmm.
is. You know, you don't have to use anybody else. It's just simple wording. That's all it is. And you're just asking the Lord to, it could be giving you direction about what direction you need to go into. Lord, bless everything that's on this board. If it's for me, let it come to me. If
Mm,
it's not for me, Lord, then show me the direction, show me what it is that I should be doing. So that way you can remove those things from the board, put them in your shelf envelope, I call it, your
yeah,
shelf
yeah,
envelope for
yeah.
later days. Okay. And when the time is right, guess what? You'll go back to that shelf envelope and you'll pull it out. I know I did that from 2005. I did that. I'm like, oh my God, I didn't
Mm,
even realize it.
beautiful. So I personally, so I want to hear from everybody that's with us, whether you're on Zoom or you're on Facebook with us. If you are already feeling renewed, re-energized, and refreshed on your visions and goals, I know I am. Give me a yes, yes, yes in the chat, in the comments, because what Pastor Dorothy has brought to us this morning, talk about a wow Wednesday. Here's the deal. We give you amazing strategies and tactics to grow your business and grow yourself, but this, imagine how much easier all those things that you're trying to do will come to you when you allow faith to be your fortune.
Yes.
And okay, great. Okay, have faith. Well, what does that mean? How do I do it? She's telling us exactly what to be doing. So I am inspired. I'm coming to the vision board workshop because I want to do this new vision board. I want to do it the way that Pastor Dorothy is talking about it. I'm going to go ahead and get my cork board because I want that living, breathing piece. And I know that in the past, when I've done vision boards and I hang it on the wall, I haven't talked to it. It ends up being that picture that you walk by and you forget it's there. But adding to your daily practice, your gratitudes, and asking, for the direction, what am I missing? What steps do I need to take? Denial, delay is not denial, like so many good things. I assert right now in this moment that every single one of you that not only takes on what she shared today, but that comes to the workshop, your life is about to be transformed with your visions coming with greater ease and delightful surprises along the way. It's like, Pastor Dorothy, thank you for pouring into me personally, as well as all of us here today. So tell everyone about the workshop, when it is. I'll put the link for them to join us in the chat.
The vision board workshop, and I call it a party too, because we're gonna party a little bit while we're doing this as well. It's about you bringing whatever is not working for you. If you got a business and you're struggling with that business and you don't really know, what do I do next? Which direction do I head in next? If you're looking, I don't care if you're looking for friends and you don't have the right friend. Look, I found a friend online, okay? And somebody pursued me as a friend 15 years ago, and we're still friends, okay? I pursued a friend from Chicago all the way to New York. God gave me something for her. And let me tell you something, we've been connected ever since. You guys see her every week, Stacy Paley. I never would have known we would have connected like that, but we did. Looking for friends. Hey, look,
Wow.
come. And if you are looking for an increase in your spiritual awareness, come. One thing that I tell people is God gave me a listening ear. And I'm always listening. When in church or what have you, they have to make me come to the front row because I'm sitting in the back. I'm listening. I'm watching. I don't give information or say anything unless you ask me. But I'm telling you, God gives me things to speak into people's lives. My son's girlfriend, friend girl, she didn't have any money and she was complaining. I shared with her how to start saving. Okay. 6 months later, her car broke down. Okay. And had she not done what I said, she would not have had the money to have that car fixed. Okay.
Mm.
Then she was still complaining. I said, we're going to sit down and we're going to figure out a plan so you can cut that out. Guess what? This is 2 years ago. She's got a brand new car. Her credit was smashed. She's got a brand new car. But that's because I worked and looked and checked, how do I help people with money matters? Basic money matters. I don't tell you to go invest or anything, but just little things. My brother, diabetic, okay? They want to make him take shots. I said, how long do we have that we can wait before he has to start taking these shots? And he said, look, in the next 3 months, we don't have a choice. We'll give him these pills or what have you. God gave me a plan for him. Do you hear me? And in 3 months' time, not only was he not taking shots, they took him off those pills. So I always say, you know what? It's pushing. I'm pushing my faith. I'm stretching my faith. Like I said, it doesn't mean that I don't have problems and things aren't going on. Obstacles don't come my way, because they do. But when I get over my crying and my shouting and my sadness or what have you, guess what? Okay. Then I tap into my faith.
Mm.
And when I tap into my faith, I'm tapping into God. You don't really pray until something really happens. We say we pray every day, but we going around the world in 80 days. But you let something devastating happen, you learn how to pray. You don't start asking people, teach me how to pray. I want to pray like that. Well, you don't care. Okay, you just get it out. Okay, and that's what I like about this vision board thing. Okay, you're gonna speak to it, you're gonna shout at it, you're gonna cry at it, cuss if you want. I don't cuss, but cuss at it if you want to cuss at it.
I love how
Whatever
real you are.
whatever you want to do. But
Mm.
we're gonna put those dreams, those visions and things, we're gonna put them on the board. And the one thing that I need you to do is to have no more than 5 words that's going to go in the middle of that board. In the middle of my board, it says, Dorothy, you have a blessed day. Right in the middle of my vision board, because I want a blessed day every day. That means that I may not be happy 24/24, but look, my happiness is more than the sad days that I have in my life. I'm telling you.
So good. So, wow. I'm filled up. How about you? And we got yes. People are signing up to join us. The workshop is on Saturday, March 26th at 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern. And how long is it going to be for? Like, how long are we going to be together? And do I need to bring things with me?
We're going to be together for a couple of hours. Okay. Come and go as you please. You need to stay at least an hour, but it's going to be for 2 hours. You just need to have whatever type of board that you're going to have. I need you to bring your board or whatever you're going to use. Okay. I need you to come and bring all of your pictures that you cut out. If you don't see them in magazines, go on the internet, get whatever pictures you need from the internet, get your glue, get your or your tape that you're going to have. If you got color pencils, get color pencils or color pen. You can get them at the dollar store. Okay. A whole pack of different color ink pens and things. Get those and bring those along with you, and bring a mindset that says whatever I put on this board, that it belongs to me. That's what I need you to do.
Yes.
Okay. And we're going, look, hey, now y'all know I pray. So I'm gonna pray you in and I'm gonna pray you out. Okay. Now all the rest of the praying in between, that's gonna have to be on you. Okay. I
Mm.
will keep you in mind though, okay, every time I go to my vision board, because I'm going to be asking that God makes things a reality for you, whatever that may be. Now, make sure that you're asking for things that are realistic. It's nothing wrong with you asking to be a billionaire, but you need to be a millionaire first, okay? So let's get to the
Really
millionaire
good.
part first, and then we're gonna get to the billionaire
Yeah,
part.
yeah,
All right.
yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
All right.
absolutely.
All right. So to join us for this workshop on March 26th, go to porchtalklive.com/events, or just go to porchtalklive.com, and in the menu bar, you'll see the events, and then you can register for the workshop. And it's only $15. Come on.
$15.
Come on. Your dreams are worth it.
Yeah, that's doing my birthday week because my birthday is March the 9th.
Ah.
And yeah.
So that's why you're doing the special. So grab your tickets today. And also, when you go to porchtalklive.com, right on the homepage, what I love about you, Pastor Dorothy, is your commitment to pour into us and give us tools and ways that we can grow in our faith, because our faith is our fortune, right away. So when you go to the main page for porchtalklive.com, get started right now. And she's got 31 affirmations for your daily life. So grab that as well. Sign up for the workshop, go to the events page, and then also get the affirmations. Someone's asking, and we're going to open up for questions now. So if you're on your phone, you can hit *6. If you're on your computer, raise your hand. Manuela would like to know, will there be oh, there she is. I'm going to let her ask the question. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Manuela, and you can ask.
Good morning. This has been such a pleasure. By the way, Pastor Dorothy, I love that yellow. You are such a blessed and wonderful woman. I have just always appreciated everything you've done. So my question is, if we have to work, is there a replay that we sign up for and then go back to?
There is a replay. Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. I look forward to it because there's several team members I know that would really benefit from this too. So thank you. Have a blessed day.
Beautiful. Thank you, Manuela. Glad you'll be joining us, in essence, for the workshop, right? So that's beautiful. And again, so good. Go to porchtalklive.com. Get the 31 affirmations, add them to your life, then join us for the workshop. And I'm going to get my cork board ordered today with some pushy pins. And I think between now and the 26th, that's when you want to start thinking about and pulling some pictures of things that you do want. What do you really want? So super cool. Let's go ahead. I'll open up for questions. Pastor Darlene Thorne is with us.
Hello, everyone. Oh my goodness. This was so juicy.
I know.
Pastor Dorothy, I am just so thankful for you. And I just want, can I make just a comment about Pastor Dorothy? Is that all right?
Oh, please.
One of the first times that I encountered Pastor Dorothy, she sent me a message and she says, I'd like to get to know you a little better. And that's not exactly what she said, but in essence, she was saying she'd like to get to know me a little better. And our conversation we had, I was just so thankful that she reached out, because every time I see her in a room, now I'm going to talk to you, Pastor Dorothy. You are so poised and so full of I could sense the peace of God all over you all the time. So I would never know if you were ever flustered about anything, because you always exuded a peace about you. And I'm so thankful for you, and the opportunities that you've afforded me to be on the porch have been wonderful. And I want to encourage everybody. I'm signing up. We need to definitely have those encounters. And what I wrote in the comments above is that things have to come in alignment. We've got to be prepared and be open for when those conversations happen. You never know what that can really spark. And so I'm thankful for this time, and thank you, Nancy, for asking Pastor Dorothy to be here, because this has been absolutely incredibly wonderful for me. I've learned so much, and I'm looking forward to the vision board. Thank you.
Thank you.
You are welcome. Our pleasure and our purpose, as you can feel from both of us. All right, beautiful. Again, go to porchtalklive.com, get the affirmations that are right on the homepage, and then click on the events tab, and you'll see where you can register for the workshop on March 26th. All right, next caller. Again, if you have a question or comment, you can hit *6 if you're on your phone, or unmute yourself on your computer. And next up is someone, phone number 240-510. Good morning, your line is open.
Good morning, everyone. This is Joyce.
Hello, beautiful.
I am so excited. Beautiful Nancy, beautiful everyone, beautiful Pastor Dorothy. What an amazing morning. I just want to say that I guess we have this spiritual connection. The things that you talked about, delay does not mean denial. I actually have done a sermon on that. Maybe people don't know I'm an evangelist. But I want to thank you for your tenacity, your beauty, your confidence that you exude. It's just amazing. And that is really what we see, that this woman is a woman of God, a woman of purpose. And she's talking about women having a women's center. Thank you. So my question to you is, and I'm going to try to come to the vision board party. At the time it is, I'll be at church myself, probably doing something at church. I'm one of the elders, but I'll try to be there. But I'm going to be signing up because for my love for vision boards. I love vision boards. Mine has an airstrip to Maz Island where I want to plant gardens all over the world, encouraging everyone to have a garden so that you can create a healing kitchen. So my question is, when you are doing a vision board, because you said you're very good with Canva, and I'm going to come to your class. I'm going to call you on that one. Can one do it on Canva, or do you really want us to get hands on it and have I have vision boards, many of them, but can we do it on Canva, or can we do it on a PowerPoint? I have one that I've done on a PowerPoint.
I guess what she's asking, does it need to be a physical version of it, or is a digital version okay?
You can create, here's what I would say to you. I would take a journal or something and make that your vision board journal. Whatever you put into that journal, if you don't want the board, you can transfer it over to digital. Sure, I can teach you how to do that as far as having a digital vision board, but you still need to print it out. And you still need to keep it before you so that, like I said, you can speak to, what we do is we speak to those things that should be, I'm paraphrasing, we're speaking to those things that should be in our lives that are not, and we're calling it into us. Okay, so you can't call something if you can't see something. You can't call something if you don't know that it's available. You got to be able to call it into yourself. You got to think it, you got to see it, you got to speak it, and you got to believe it in order to have it. Okay.
I got it. And I agree with you entirely, Pastor. So I do have, I got that, and I do have a physical one. In fact, I have it right here. I wish I could show it to you, but I'm not on Zoom. Okay. I like the intro thing. You have your thank you box, Mine, I have an in tray and an out tray. At night, I put an out tray to God and say, God, this is what is in my tray. And then in the morning, I go to the in tray to see what He has put in there. So thank you again.
Oh,
I know
that's
others
fun.
are going to. Thank you very much. May God bless you always.
All right, Joyce, bring the last vision board out. Forget about all the rest of those vision boards, okay? Set them to the side, bring the last one out and start working on that. We're refreshing, we're renewing, we're rebuilding. But in order to rebuild, there's something already has to be there. In order to refresh something, something always has to be available in front of you. So we're going to refresh your board, whether you're there or not. If you sign up, you'll get the replay and you'll also learn how to refresh what you already have. Okay.
Amen. Amen. Thank you very much, Pastor. Amen.
You're welcome.
All right, beautiful. Thank you, Joyce.
Welcome.
All right, beautiful. And once again, go to porchtalklive.com and you'll go to the events tab to join us. And then on the homepage, get the 31 affirmations. Like, imagine what happens in your life starting today when you start to affirm and build your faith and stand in your faith. And as we started talking this morning, not letting fear win. We got to choose faith over fear. And it's not always easy.
No.
Right? We need each other. We need people like Dorothy, Pastor Dorothy, to lead us and guide us and pray for us as well.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I want to say this. One of the affirmations in there, I say all the time, and I've taught my grandsons this and my son, is that when something really gets in my way, I say this affirmation: Lord, this situation, this concern, this problem that I have, I turn it over to the Spirit within me. And because I've done that, now I am free. Boom. That's it. Okay.
Right.
And
You don't have to keep obsessing about it.
No.
Yeah.
I say that and I'm gone on about my business because I've turned whatever that problem over to Him. So now when I turn it over to Him, I'm expecting, you hear me? I'm expecting something to come from it.
And it does.
It does.
All right, beautiful. Again, go to porchtalklive.com and join us and get those affirmations. I'm excited about bringing them into my daily practice as well. All right, we got a couple of people in queue. Let's go ahead. Peg Duchesne.
Pastor Dorothy, thank you so much for such an enriching morning. For those of us who practice and celebrate, today is Ash Wednesday. So what a great way to kick off Lent.
I didn't know that.
What a great way to kick off Lent. And I have subscribed to the 31 affirmations. Thank you for that beautiful gift. And I put in the chat that a friend of mine keeps a vision notebook, and she fills a notebook with those protective page cover kinds of things. And she does her clippings and any magazine cover that inspires her, or pictures, that images, like you said, go on the internet if you can't find a magazine that inspires you, whatever. And she'll flip through that every single day. And then every week or so, she rearranges the order that the pictures come in so that different things are triggered in her mind. So if you can't get a board or don't have wall space or those kinds of things, there's just all kinds of ways. I cannot wait for your vision board workshop. So looking forward to it. And yay, thank you for starting off my Lenten season with this great conversation. I appreciate you.
You're so welcome. So welcome.
Beautiful. Peg, thank you for reminding me that it's Ash Wednesday. Beautiful.
Yes, indeed.
So much goodness. Thank you.
Timing is everything. Thank you.
It sure is. All right, beautiful. Let's go ahead and open up. Auralia, your line is open.
Grand Rising, lovely ladies. I just want to thank Pastor Dorothy for bringing up spirituality in the conversation. One of the things that I've been looking at over the past year is that in order to create vibrant, radiant health, we must include spirituality and the divine, however you envision that. Not all of us believe in the Christian God. It doesn't really matter. What matters is what resonates with you. And I just wanted to express my gratitude for bringing this up. And then I also wanted to mention that John Azaraf also does, he has a notebook and he looks at his affirmations and what he wants to include in his life. And he goes over them with his right finger and then his left fingers and envisions that and really incorporates that. And because he's been doing this for so long, he's gotten to the point to where he memorizes it. And he uses this analogy. Imagine that you are an actor and you're going to get paid millions of dollars if you memorize these lines, which are your affirmations. Would you do it? And I said yes, and then I did, and then I didn't, and now I'm doing it again.
Good.
And so this all ties in beautifully. And again, much gratitude to you, Pastor Dorothy, for bringing up the spiritual aspect of health, because yes, it matters. And yes, it is there. And yes, it's required.
Yes, thank you. I just want to say one thing about the Christian community. One of the things, I don't pass judgment on anybody at all. I'm not going to push my God off on you, and you don't push yours off on me. Now, I'm always going to tell people, this is who I serve. This is where I get my strength from. This is where my creativity comes from and everything. Now, where yours comes from, if that's what you believe in, then you just keep on believing in it, okay?
Exactly.
But now, if you come to me and start asking me about my God, I'm going to tell you right quick, my God is going to overrule any God that you've ever had, okay? I'm so sorry. That's just the way it is. But that's why we have free will to worship and whomever we choose to worship.
Exactly.
And I am open to anybody doing that. You can connect with me, whether you worship the dog, the cat, you know, the neighbor across the street. I don't care, okay? Because if you hang around me long enough, okay, you're going to get in the same arena that I'm in.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Beautifully said. Beautifully said, my friend. All right. We have a couple of more minutes if you have a question or comment for Pastor Dorothy May Ross. And again, join us, porchtalklive.com. And I'm curious, as we wrap up the conversation, what's this whole porch talk thing about?
Oh, porch talk. Porch talk came about. I was praying and asking God I already had a talk show, but I wanted something different. It just, you know how you're doing something, but something is still missing. It just doesn't feel right. And it just wasn't resonating. I was showing up, I was doing it, but it wasn't resonating. And God began to remind me, I fell off of the 3rd floor when I was 5 years old. I fell from the 3rd floor into a pile of trash. And God said, you know, I from the porch, I saved you. I remember when I was 12 years old, he reminded me again. I was always falling off the porch. I fell off another porch when I was 12. And he said, from the porch, I saved you. And I'm trying to figure out, what does that mean? You know, and I started talking to Stacy, who is one of my co-hosts. And as we began to talk, then it began to come to me. God was saying, change things around. And he said, things happen on the porch. People knew each other. People knew what was happening in the community. People connected on the porch. You found new friends on the porch. You could be sitting on the porch talking and people were passing by. And if it was enough people and you were laughing enough, they would stop and they would chime in. So I said, okay, I'm going to start doing porch talk. So I put it out there on the internet. When I put it on the internet, wow, every Friday filled up through the whole year. Every week was done. And I just started, I said, well, Lord, I want to figure out, I'm about fun and enjoying yourself and having balance between work and play. I said, how do I do that? And the Lord showed me that I could have a platform where people could share who they were, what they were doing, and then I could still have my yesteryear porch talk. So I do that.
It's beautiful experience. I love your porch talk
Yeah, on
events.
the last
Yeah.
last 15 minutes or so, I just take people back to whenever they were in grammar school, high school, college, their young years of getting married. And I just ask spontaneous questions. I don't write anything down. Like, if I was going to ask Peg a question about porch talk, I'd be like, hey, Peg, you know what, girl, who was that always pulling on your hair? I know you were in school. I know they was pulling on that hair. Who was it? And stuff like that, just crazy stuff to get you laughing or what have you, or to get you thinking. Then I asked God to give me a way in order to bring an income in. I wanted to be able to pay the people that were working with me. So he gave me, as I was talking to Nancy and talking to Trish, he gave me Friends and Family Reunion. And Friends and Family Reunion became a part where I could collect an income from. And then I wanted to do my ministry part. So he said, what? Porch Talk Ministry in Motion, and things just keep evolving just from that. Okay. So that's how Porch Talk came about.
Love it. Love it. And I love hanging out on the porch with you. All right, let's go to our final caller today. Barbara Johnson, your line is open.
Hi, Pastor Dorothy. I've used vision boards for a long time. I usually do a yearly one, and every year I take it down and put up a new one. I wanted to say thank you. The thank you envelope is perfect because so many times things happen and they're achieved, and I'm like, that's great, but thank you, Jesus, but now what? But I like being able to put it in a thank you envelope because I am truly grateful for everything that does happen. I've never thought of the vision board being a more fluid thing. So thank you very much. That was great. That was perfect.
Absolutely. And that thank you envelope will come in handy when other people are going through and they don't know what to do. Believe it or not, most of the time when people are telling us their problems and their troubles or struggles or what have you, it's not something new to us. It's something we've already gone through. So you can go back to your thank you envelope and start looking through it. And I can guarantee you'll find a solution in that thank you envelope for what they were going through.
That's
no coincidences. We are all put in each other's paths for a purpose. Beautiful. Thank you, Barbara, for being with us. Beautiful words, Pastor Dorothy. And, going back to the story that you shared at the beginning about sitting in the doctor's office and somebody just looking down at their phone, like you operate under the knowing, not belief, not thinking, knowing that we are meant to do this thing called life together. And if you're in that doctor's office and he's in that doctor's office, there's a purpose in your connection and your interaction. And it starts with the value that you bring to each other in the moment. So I imagine not only did you remind this young man of the beauty of connecting with others, the belief that there are wonderful, loving, caring people in the world, such as yourself. But then you created a ripple effect because he's going to go home and talk to his mom, and he's going to talk to the guy, that his coworker, and say, what happened to me this morning? This crazy lady just started talking to me. And it turned out it was really amazing. Like it's where this is what it's all about.
Yeah.
Being the one for each other, a better life for you and for humanity. This is what we do. So
yeah, I want to say this: never be in the presence of someone more than 5 minutes and you don't know who they are or what they're doing or what's going on with them. Just a simple hello, how you doing will get a conversation started. I did that on an airplane, okay, and found out that it was a teacher. I was going to a conference. It was a teacher that was going to be at the conference. Guess what? When I got there, I found out it was 12 of them, 12 teachers. She was going to be my teacher. And I was so late getting in that I couldn't see anybody. Do you know she moved me to the top of that list? And I was the first one that
Mm,
she saw, strictly because I had a conversation with her
yeah,
on that airplane.
yeah. Get out there, be the one. Don't
Either
go more than
one.
5 minutes. Don't go more than 5 minutes in someone's presence without knowing who they are and checking in, because there's magic in the moment, which is what my tattoo says. But we'll talk about that another day. Today, I want you to sign up, join us for the vision board workshop, get those affirmations and start to bring this spirit and more faith into your life right now.
Right
Go
now.
to porchtalklive.com and then we'll see you on the porch. Thank you, Pastor Dorothy.
You're so welcome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nancy, for this opportunity.
My pleasure and my purpose. And until we meet again next week, get out there and make it a wow day, because you can top even this. So go do it. Bye, everyone. Talk to you
Bye-bye.
later.
Absolutely.